You know, if Miami could make a trade happen and get Dame Lillard, him and Jimmy Butler just doing all kinds of things down there in Miami. I would love to see that. It's man, Damn need to go off this team. Portland do the right thing, do the right thing, and just make a trade happen and put him in a situation where he could possibly win. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. You got me over here sound like Spike Lee. You know. Tuesday night, Donovan Mitchell went back to Utah for the first time. Put up 46 points. Yeah. Dame Lillard's putting up 40 points like it's a layups now. Like after he scored that 71, 40 points is like nothing now. Every time I see a game or I see stats with Donovan Mitchell who's involved, it's at least 30 something. At least. But it ain't the first time ain't the first time I seen stat sheets of Donovan Mitchell and saw a 40-point game. It's probably not the first time in the past 7 day span. Probably not. I'm gonna have to like look back at the past schedules to see, but he probably did get 40 points within the last 7 day span. He's pulling numbers like he's going for the scoring title. He sure is. He sure is. But unfortunately, it didn't go his way. Cleveland lost by 2 against this Jazz team. The same thing they were saying about Oklahoma City is the same way that they talk about this Jazz team. They really like Jordan Clarkson, and they really like Lauri Markkanen. And I'm starting to like Lauri Markkanen too, because it was to a point where I didn't really see him play like that either. He was up there in Minnesota and totally got forgotten about up there. And then when he was in Chicago, you playing in Chicago, so your name is gonna be a lot brighter than it is playing in Minnesota. Minnesota is a type of franchise where you make the franchise bright. Like Anthony Edwards makes the franchise bright. Karl Anthony Towns make the franchise bright. Kevin Garnett in the 2000s made the franchise bright. Chicago makes your name bright. There'll be people who never heard of you ever until you get to a team like that. And that's how I feel with Lauri Markkanen. I don't remember him in Minnesota. I remember him in Chicago, and I don't remember him being so all-star caliber type of player. But apparently he's been balling like this his all 5 years in his career. Apparently, I just didn't know about it, or I didn't pay attention hard enough or something. I don't know. But right now I'm paying attention now, because he's doing good things for Utah. He's doing good things for Utah, and I like the size of him. 6'11", solid 230, 240, 235, somewhere around there. He's solid, man. He's a solid power forward. He's a solid power forward that knows how to get the ball in the hoop. His shooting percentage is not so horrible. His rebounding is pretty good. He knows how to keep the Jazz alive. And even though the Jazz only got 21 wins, that was only their 21st win against Cleveland. I could understand why Lauri Markkanen it could be in the conversation of being an All-Star. Might not get it. Might be some better reserves, especially at forward for the West. But I could see why they're talking about it. But between him and Jordan Clarkson, the Jazz could probably do something next season or the season after Nets. They probably can between these two players. You know, they showed up to. I'm telling you right now, they showed up on Tuesday. They showed up to go against Donovan Mitchell. They say, "Oh, welcome back, Donovan." But guess what? We're about to smash you tonight. We're gonna be friends, and you know, and ex teammates love before the tip off and after the tip off. But within these 48 minutes, we come after you. You know, that's the type of win that you'll see a team do because it's like extra motivation. You know what I mean? Teams like Utah is not supposed to be beating teams like Cleveland, but it's like extra motivation because Donovan Mitchell. You know what I mean? And then if their next game was against like Milwaukee or somebody, they'll get smashed. But we're not gonna lose this one. Maybe when we go to Cleveland, we'll lose that one if they didn't go to Cleveland. If they didn't go to Cleveland already, I'm not too sure. But we're not gonna lose this one. The first game you back here in Utah, we're not gonna lose this one. You know. Lastly, I guess I could mention 76ers got to win, 147, 116. Against Detroit Pistons, okay, whatever. You know, Joel B had an awesome game. James Harden, you know, he was James Harden. You know, he was James Harden. He didn't shoot the ball a lot, but when he shot the ball, it went in. He made his shots. He only missed one shot the whole game. He just didn't shoot that much. But he was contributing in other ways. 15 assists, 12 rebounds. You know, a nice triple double. When I see triple doubles with my star players, I like to see more than 20 points. 16 points, 12 rebounds, 15 assists. That's a stat for Tuesday night. You're my star player. You're my star point guard. You got a triple double. I like to see 20 points. I'm sorry. I like to see 20 points. So, Joel B had a good game. James Harden had a good game. Once again, it's against the Pistons. Let's move on. Finally, Kawhi Leonard walked up. Almost cussed. Finally, he woke up. Finally, Kawhi is reminding everybody why he's a future Hall of Famer and NBA champion and NBA Finals MVP. Finally, I wasn't sure if who was going to play in this game against the Dallas Mavericks. Paul George didn't play. Kawhi Leonard did. Good enough for me. And Kawhi came back with authority. And it's so satisfying to see Kawhi Leonard play the way he plays like this, like especially against good teams. You know, he ain't beat on Detroit. He went up against a Dallas Mavericks team that has Luka on the other side of the court scoring 43 points. You know what I mean? Like, we can't sit on our hands. Luka over there going off. So what Kawhi gonna do? Kawhi's gonna make sure he make his shots. The man only missed 3 times in the game. And 2 of those misses was 3-pointers. So basically, when he wasn't trying to shoot threes, when he's in the paint, he's dominating. 33 points, 9 rebounds. Kawhi Leonard, man, it's a basketball is fun when the star players play like star players, especially the ones you're expecting them to do more than what they did. Like Steph Curry had a bad game and still had 24 points. His shooting was just garbage, but he still had 24 points. This type of stuff I like to see out of Kawhi Leonard. And when Paul George comes back, maybe y'all can finally make that run and try to make a playoff run. You know, but Kawhi, man, it's time for you to stay healthy now. It's January. They need you. They need you. The Clippers should have more than 22 wins. Out of 43 games, they should have more than 22 wins. They really should. I mentioned to you, Luka had 43 today. Pretty good shooting. Made his shots. Got his rebounds. Made some plays for his teammates. Here's the problem. Luka, to me, is looking like Dame Liilard in Dallas. Where right now, it's early. And he's going to have such a great career out of Dallas. But about another 6, maybe 8 years from now, we're going to be saying, do Luka a favor and get him off this team. The score in this game was 113-101. There's no way in hell your star player scores 43 points and you lose by 12. How that even happen? Donovan Mitchell got 46 points and his team lost by 2. How your star players shoot gets 43 points and you lose by 12? I mean, what is this? Who else on the Clippers was going off like that offensively? Only one other person was really going off like that offensively, and that was Power. Norman Power. A reserve. A bench player. Come off the bench, got himself 27 points, playing 31 minutes. You got it sucks to see people like Luka, people like Dame, and you know what? The thing that's really hurtful to see is that you could see the future. You know what's gonna happen. You know when Luka's contract is up, Portland's gonna offer him a bomb ass max contract deal that he's not gonna make no other team except this team, and he's not gonna do the Shaq and say, "Nah, keep your money, Orlando. I'm gonna go to LA, take less money to go to LA, and make up my money later." Luka's gonna look at that and say, "Oh, okay. From 5 years, 6 years, making this much money, millions more than the second highest team that's offering me the highest. Okay, 5 more years in Dallas, and you're gonna put up good numbers, and you're gonna make All-Star game after All-Star game. You might even get scoring titles. You're gonna be NBA first team a few times. Most of the time, you're gonna be NBA second team because they're going to reward the point guards that's playing just as good as you, but their team is winning, and your team is not going to be winning. Dallas is not that much of a big market city that free agents is just going to just go there. Not for basketball, at least. This ain't football. You know, free agents, they looking at Boston. They looking at the Lakers, the Clippers. They looking at Chicago. They even looking at Brooklyn. They're not looking at Dallas like that. So you already know he's gonna sign an extension. He gonna have no rings by the end of that extension. They gonna offer him another one. He gonna sign that one. He gonna have no rings by the end of that one. Then when he's 32 or 33 years old, he might force a trade to a team where he can actually win something, or just stay on that team and never win. And it's like you can see the future, and that's what sucks the most about it. Cause I'm literally watching these games, and I'm thinking to myself, you're gonna do the same exact thing Iverson did before, when he was still in his prime before he started bouncing from team to team, or